Draw the orbitals of C2H6. So first, I draw the Lewis. This is carbon. This is the carbon. Okay. So what is EP? EP of the first is equal to 4, implies sp3 hybridization. And EP of the second carbon is also sp3. That means around the first carbon, I have 4 sp3. This is the first. This is the second, the third, and the fourth. In each orbital, I have one single. Since the carbon 6 is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, so we will have a fusion S with P, okay, and we obtain the carbon. We have 4 singles around. Now we have to see what are the number of singles or what are the number of bonds. So I have another carbon, the second carbon has also the same structure. Has also the same structure, and we have four single. In the first, this is sp2 orbitals, and this is sp2, and this sp2. So in red, this is the sp2, the sp3. This is the sp3 orbitals. So in red, in green, this is the sp3 orbitals. The hydrogen has orbital s with one single electron. So this is the first hydrogen, is one single. This is the second, is one single, the third. And from the other side, we have also 3 hydrogen. This is the first, the second, and the third. So now count the electrons around each carbon. 2, 4, 6, 8. It has the octet. 2, 4, 6, 8. So the 2 carbons follow the octet rule. What are the types of bond? This is a bond between sp3 and sp3 along the axis. So this is a sigma bond. This is a bond between sp3 and s along the axis. So this is another sigma, 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 and sigma bond. So how many sigma bonds do we have? 2, 4. We have 7 sigma bonds. This is the structure of, or the drawing of all orbitals of C2H6. I pass to the structure of C2H4. C2H4, if we draw Lewis, we obtain this structure. So EP of carbon 1 is equal. This is 1 EP, 2 EP, and the double bond is count as 1 EP, so equal 3. And EP of carbon 2 is equal 3. So the type of hybridization is sp2 hybridization. And for the second carbon, we have sp2 hybridization. We have also sp2 hybridization. So around the first carbon, pay attention, around the first carbon, we have 3 sp2 in a trigonal planar figure of repulsion. And the fourth orbital remains pure p orbital. So in red, in green, this is p, and in red is sp2. And in H, we have one single electron. So around carbon, we have 4 singles. The same figure for the second carbon. Okay, so now we will do the bond. Look to the bond between these 2 carbons. So we have one bond with the first hydrogen, one bond with the second, and from other side we have one is hydrogen and one with the second hydrogen. So now count the electrons around the carbon. 2, 4, 6, 7. So the carbon need to do another bond. For the second carbon, we have also 7 electrons. So this carbon should do another bond. To remember that this orbital is p orbital. So we have p orbital containing single electron and another p orbital containing single electron. So we will have bond between these orbitals, and this bond is a parallel overlap. So this is This is what we call the pi bond. This is a pi. It's one bond. P with P is 1 pi. This is a sigma. This is a sigma, 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 and sigma. So we have sigma, sigma, sigma bond, and sigma bond, and this double bond, as you observe, one of the bonds is sigma and other bond is pi. So this is 1 sigma and 1 pi. So in total, we have 5 sigma and 1 pi bond in C2H4. Now I pass to C2H2. C2H2, we draw the Lewis. EP of the first is 2. That means sp hybridization. EP of the second carbon is 2. So we have sp hybridization. What is the number of hybrid orbitals? So around the first carbon, we have 2sp in linear figure of repulsion. This is sp. So the 2 other orbitals remained are p orbitals. This is the first, and we have another p orbitals perpendicular to the first. So this is the first p, and this is the second p. How many electrons do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. The figure of the second carbon is the same. This is the second carbon, so we will have now the bond. Okay. Count the total. We have hydrogen from this side, 1 hydrogen with 1 electron, and from the second side, we have also 1 hydrogen with 1 electron. Count the number of electrons around the first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first carbon should do another 2 bonds, and this is the same for the second carbon. So what would happen between P of the first and P of the second? This is the first bond, and we will have also between P of carbon and P of carbon. So this is a pi bond. So in total, we have this is pi between the 2 p orbitals in green, pi between the 2 orbitals p in blue. This is sigma, and sigma. So we have sigma, 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 pi, pi, So in total, we have 3 sigma and 2 pi. This is the drawing of the orbitals in case of C2H2. As a conclusion, should we draw the orbitals in order to find the hybridization? The answer, no. The hybridization is deduced directly from the EP. If they ask us to find the number of sigma and pi bonds in the molecule, so what to do? We draw Lewis. Any dash is a sigma bond. So in this figure, we have a dash between H and C, so this is a sigma. We have another dash between C and H, this is another sigma. And now the rule. In the double bond, one is sigma, one is pi. And in the triple bond, one is sigma, and the two others are pi bond. So you can find directly the number of sigma and pi bonds in a molecule. So when we draw this figure, the question is draw all orbitals around the atoms in the following structure. So we have to draw the orbitals like this figure in red, blue, and the other colors.